Well, good morning, guys. So appreciate everybody's time. So thankful for everybody being here. And thank you, Jesus, for another day of life. And I give him all the glory. Our team is fired up to be here. Just like everything, you know, every team starts their off season in January about goals and what they want to do. And then you got to get to work. If you focus too much on the end result and not on the process, it's never going to happen. And so I'm so proud of our team, taking it one day at a time. I believe in what you do in the dark will come to the light. And I'm proud of our team and how they've earned every opportunity. They've earned the right to play in this amazing game. Boise State has been here before. It's been a decade since we've been back here. And I'm so just proud of our team, earned the right to get back here. And I appreciate everybody's time, and our team's excited, our staff's excited, and we're ready to go to work, ready to put the ball down on Tuesday night. First off, extremely well coached. I mean, I have a ton of respect for James Franklin, what he's done this year, but what he's done for years at Penn State, even prior. So we know in all three phases, very well coached. They've got great personnel, too. They've done a great job recruiting. They've done a great job developing as well. Guys that came in as freshmen kept getting better year in and year out. And so across all three phases, extremely well coached, very talented. And it's a team that does play together. They play complementary football, good defense, explosive offense. They find the way to change the game on special teams. So, and you see the teams they play, and you don't see one game where it's not that way. Like, they're a resilient group in all three phases, well coached, great personnel. So we know we're going to get their absolute best on Tuesday night. Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. And I talked to our team yesterday when we had our team meeting when we arrived in Arizona, and I said, starve distractions, feed your focus. Like, that's what we all have to do, me included. My wife came down. Our daughter, Eleanor, who's 4, my daughter, Rosalie, who's 2.5, and they don't care about this game, right? They're excited for the pool. And that's a lot of our, players, all their families are coming. A lot of people are coming down for the excitement. Our party is when we put the ball down at 5:30 Tuesday night. I said, boys, that's when we party, is at that time. But it's all about starving our distractions, feeding our focus. But I still want our guys to enjoy these moments. I want them to enjoy the time together, all the things that's created by the Fiesta Bowl. It's an amazing experience. Even getting off the plane yesterday was awesome for our guys. But we are here for a reason. We've worked our tails off from January to now. Starve distractions, feed your focus on everything. And then it's also staying in routine. I'm a huge process over perfection. And for our coaches, we just moved our whole routine from Boise, Idaho to Arizona, but making sure the same things we did to win the games that got us here, we've got to stay on that same track and find a way to always do it better. Yeah, Mike, we have to start fast. And you see, for our team, this is just college football in general, and a lot of that comes into how we prep. And that's why on Tuesday night, there's not going to be a lot of talking from me. It's, hey, boys, go cut it loose, because you've earned the right to go play your best on how you've prepped. Yes, they've got guys in their roster that have played in a lot of quote-unquote big games. We've been in playoff football since game 1. And so we've played in 13 big games that everybody said, if you lose this one, if you lose this one, if you lose this one, nothing's going to happen for you. And our guys have been in that mentality for 4 months or whatever it is. So we're staying true to that. And just like anything, how can we do it better this week, Mike? How can we have our best? Today's a Thursday for us. How can we have our best Thursday practice? Because that's what we control. We control how we prep. And then when we put the ball down on Tuesday night, I'm going to go cut it loose, boys. Trust your training. We don't need anybody to go out there and be Superman because the lights are brighter because it's the Fiesta Bowl. Go cut it loose. Trust your training. And I believe our best is enough, but our best is required. Yeah, it's going to be huge for our whole organization, our whole team. And we've been working for this all season. And I believe, and I'm kind of saying the same things, but it's all about our process. It doesn't matter how many fans are there, who's watching on TV. We all know how big this game is on both sides, for Penn State and Boise State. We have been here before as a university. It's been 10 years, like I talked about, but we've never been in a playoff game. This is a first time. And in January, with a group of our seniors and juniors and sophomores and freshmen that said, hey, I'm not transferring. I'm staying right here. I want to do something that's never been done. I want to leave a legacy at Boise State that has never been done. And now fast forward a year and we're right there on the cusp of those things. So, but don't make the moment too big. Once again, put the ball down. We're playing football. It's going to come down to fundamentals, techniques, like all the things that we've worked to this point, because it is going to be, everyone's telling them how big this game is. But we've been in a lot of big games. Yeah, maybe there's less fans, maybe there's less people watching on TV, but it was still a huge game for our program, and our guys have found a way to win.
Third row right.
Yeah, first off, God is so good. I mean, we serve a champion. Thank you, Jesus. That's the only reason I'm here. People might not like that I say that, or they do. It doesn't really matter to me. It's all about being a light and having an impact. And I know that's the reason I'm the head coach at Boise State, is to develop people. Because at the end of the day, 10 years from now, people are going to forget about what happens in these games. It's about the impact for these young men when they're husbands and fathers. And seeing this group of guys, some of our guys will go on to play in the NFL. Some of them, after this postseason's over, football will be done for them. But their life is not over. Life is not about mountaintop experience. It's about the journey. It's about the climb. And so even for myself, being the interim, winning the Mountain West Championship, being, so blessed to be the head coach here, and then watching this group of young men and staff just go to work. I mean, in Tuesday, our winter training is on the blue in the snow, very different than the weather we're all walking around in today, and our guys just went to work. No one was around taking pictures. No one was videoing, and our guys just went to work. And when you stack those days, you earn opportunities like you have on Tuesday night. And so just so proud of our guys, so proud of our staff. With where college football is, even the past month, there's a lot of things pulling at our players, our staff, everything. And our guys have stayed focused, stayed locked in, similar to your question, Mike. And so I'm proud of our guys in this journey. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it. This is nothing I'm doing. I'm not that smart. I'm not that cool. I promise you. I'm just so proud of our staff and our players. The first Fiesta Bowl in 2007, where the country, me included as a high school senior, watching Boise State Broncos beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl, counted out, and that's what draws people to Boise State. And I talked to our staff and our players. I said, everybody in this room, me included, has been counted out at some point in their life. Some point in football, someone said, you can't do this, and then you say, you know what, I'm going to prove you wrong right now, and you work your tail off to earn the right to do it. And that's what our team is. That doesn't mean it directly correlates to always winning the football games you want to win, but we've been counted out before. We've been counted out as a program. We've been counted out in games this year, and you thrive in that. Like, once again, outside noise doesn't matter. It's not going to affect our work, and if you want to count Boise State Broncos out, you can, but we're going to continue to work, and that's why I tell people, you can count us out, but I promise you, when you put the ball down on Tuesday night, our boys will be ready. Now, you have to earn the right to get to the playoff, earn the right to play in these games, but it gives all FBS teams a shot. That you go win your games, you give yourself a shot to go play in these playoffs. And that's what it did for our team starting in January when we knew, hey, in the 2024 season, this is expanded. We all have an opportunity to play in the playoff just like everybody else. And now getting here, the please count us out is we represent a lot of people. I think you represent a lot of teams that have been counted out through that think, oh, it's going to be these are the teams that everybody wants to play in the playoff, or the media is going to say deserve to be in the playoffs. And our guys just went out and played, won games. Counted out, won games, counted out, won games, and they've earned the right to be here. And so the pressure in regards to how it relates to the group of 5 teams and the college football landscape, not so much of a burden we carry, but I do believe in when someone's counted out, how they show up when the ball is put down does echo through the entire college football landscape for years to come.
And I can't wait to go out and just keep going, man. I don't want this to be the end of the road for me. I love this team. This team is so talented, so gifted, that I just want to keep going, and I want to take it all the way.
And personally, it's I was just talking about the count us out thing is for the team, but I've always been counted out my whole life. And so nothing really phases me in terms of the fans not wanting this little 3-star quarterback from Utah. But I know I got guys that trust me in this team. That's really all that matters to me.
Honestly, I just thank Jesus first, because that's the first thing Boise State's honestly grow into. Boise State's helped me grow in my faith as a man, so that I know what it means to be a man of faith. I have a head coach that, as you know, he's going to start everything by saying thank you, Jesus. And honestly, it's impacted me because it tells you that what the world says, where you have to separate your faith and what you want to do, you don't have to do that. And that allows me to now go out there and honestly play football better, because I play for a champion, and I've now made brothers. I have friendships and brothers that also walk with me in that, so it allows me to just feel love, what love's actually supposed to be, but also know what it means to be a hardworking man at the end of the day. What's your favorite cartoon? Ooh, my favorite cartoon. I haven't watched cartoons in a while. Animated cartoon? I guess that's the most recent. I watched Attack on Titan. That was pretty cool. Oh, yeah.
100%. I mean, after the first probably 5-10 carries, you notice how the defense is playing you. You notice who wants to tackle, who really doesn't want to tackle. right? So throughout the game, and then you understand how the defense is attacking you. Do they want to go a 7-man box, 8-man box, 9-man box, cover 1, cover 5? I mean, how do they want to attack us as an offense? It just gives you a rhythm, and then, for me, I get better, I get stronger as the game goes on. We run the ball a lot, but you can't win games without a good quarterback, and I think we can't get that twisted, right? So whenever we need a big play or whenever we need Mad Dog to show up, he's shown up each and every single game this year, and he's a tremendous player. I mean, he's locked in, he helps run this offense at a high level, and we couldn't do what we do without Mad Dog. Obviously, competition pushes you to be the best version of yourself, because if you're not, then you won't get the spot that you want. But all throughout it, he's been the same person. I don't think that the competition changed him. It just made him even more a better version of himself. Boise State as a program is just counted out. Group of 5 is counted out. So, that's why different guys were wearing the shirt. I mean, I would say we embraced it, but that's been the story for us. We've been the underdogs, for a long, long time. But we're just here to prove that we can compete with the best of the best.
The competition that we bring to each other in practice and that we've brought through the entire season has built our physicality between each other, and then I think it's just we just have many opportunities, and we have a big opportunity next week to show why we should be there. It's going to be a good competition for sure, and just the fact that their offense is a little bit more complex than a few of the teams that we've played, it's going to be good competition. I mean, their dynamic duo at running back it's something different for sure. It may be a bowl game, but it is a playoff game as well, and we're coming here to win.
This week has been starve distractions, feed your focus. There's a lot of things to be distracted by. It's a beautiful place, a lot of things to do, a lot of family in town. That can't take you away from your process, from your routine. And you got to remember that, this is a business trip. We're here to do something no other team in Boise has ever done. We've had that mentality for a long time. To me, the most physical team wins, and I think that we are a very physical O-line. We're going to get after you up in front. We're going to run the ball right down your middle and see if you can stop us. So,
it feels good. It don't feel real right now to be part of this. This is a dream come true. We've been setting this goal since spring, and we reached it, so it feels good.
I mean, obviously, this game, I wouldn't say there's anything crazy drastic that we're focusing on differently. I do know that those guys have a super athletic and talented defense, and so understanding the stakes of what we're going to play at and the speed and how competitive it's going to be is huge. Understanding that I got to keep the ball in our hands, and our offense is going to have the chance to make plays and not letting their offense kind of set themselves apart from our offense. Yep. I know some of the coaches who watch these TikToks because they're giving me crap a little bit, but those TikToks are over with, and I'm focused on Penn State.
Business trip. That's how they're coordinating it. That's how they're executing it. I'm sure you guys have.
Priority is when we put the ball down at 5:30 Tuesday night. So boys, that's when we pour it now. Starve distraction.
Staying focused on what got me.
August that you wanted to
Show a different look.
So I got more into football. I didn't really know much until look at
played football well.
Yeah, how's that? Do they still have all their Ooh, you got me, Tristan.
last
So is it?
It's over. Come on! Uh-oh, Frank. Uh-oh, Frank. Show up.
That's it. Yep. Did it take away from you?
You can't wipe the whole back. He's doing it again. Format, great. Questions for format.
Wow.
Got a game for Chris. Got a game. Yeah, got a game for Chris.
Yeah.
One more.
God forbid your card got I don't know. So work for me is fun. So I feel like I don't have so I spend a lot of time with my ladies out here.